What's going on, everyone? It's going to be a quick little update here. So, we all know that the Northport Police Department is not my favorite, or I don't think anyone's favorite at this point, police department around. We all know the epic fails we have witnessed, as far as just the latest being, we just found out they had cameras set up before Brian's disappearance watching the house. I don't know, I guess they didn't feel like actually watching the cameras that they put up to watch, but hey, here we are. So, about, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, I get this update from Jonathan Lee Riches, nonetheless. Do you guys remember Jonathan Lee Riches? Remember I had a stream about him a couple weeks ago? We laughed at his insane lawsuit extravaganza that he went on. He's still out there, and we've been yelling, "Go home!" Right? but in this instance, he came in handy. And guys, this just makes my head hurt. I'm gonna shut up and start showing you because I'll just let it speak for itself. So I follow Jonathan on Twitter because, he's out there in the field. As much as I don't agree with the continuing to protest, I do, he does have some things once in a while, like this, for example, that end up being really interesting. Now this says, let me make it a little bigger for you. We asked the Northport, now he's out there at the scene of where they found Brian, okay? He's out there because it's open to the public. Last I heard, anyways. Now, 8 minutes ago, we asked Northport Police if they wanted the water bottle, and they said no. What water bottle am I talking about, you guys? Gabby Petito's water bottle. I'll show you those pictures in a minute to identify it, okay? The water bottle belonged to either Brain Laundrie or Gabby Petito. For sure. Either way, Brian's probably definitely the one that brought it out there, Hello, because we know Gabby wasn't there. Jonathan Lee Riches currently has the water bottle in his possession, and he'd more than happy give it to people who want it, because guess who doesn't want it? Guess who does not want the water bottle? And this is not a plastic, water bottle. This is a water bottle seen in several pictures of Gabby, okay? You'll see in a minute. They don't want it, so let's take a listen. Let's take a listen to this, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate all your help and
Thank you very much.
thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate all your help and like I said, we didn't know if it was something, but we better be safe than sorry.
Absolutely.
I appreciate everything. What?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate all your help and like I said, we didn't know if it was something, but we better be safe than sorry.
Absolutely.
I appreciate everything. What?
No, we're not.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're not taking the water bottle.
It's kind of short and hard to hear. They thank them for the call because apparently they called them when they found the bottle, and they're like, "Hey, you want the water bottle?" And the police are like, Nah, we're not taking it. We're not taking it, they say. Now, you might be saying, why is this a big deal, EZ? Oh, gee, I don't know, because it's part of the investigation. We still don't know how Brian passed away. What if he took this here water bottle and put, I don't know, cyanide in it or something? We just don't know. It's a pretty distinguishable water bottle. I ain't never seen no water bottle like that. It's clearly got to be something Brian brought there. Okay? And look, you can, not only is it in Gabby's backpack right here, right? And if that's not good enough for you, there's actually a van life photo of the back of their van right here, okay? There's the bottle again right there, okay? That's like, it's got like Chinese symbols on it or something. I don't even know. All right, so let me show you, let me reiterate for those of you just showing up, I said. Hey, sometimes I mash words together. All right, so the Northport police are liars, Jonathan Lee Riches says. We found Brian Laundrie's water bottle and other items where the remains of Brian were found. Shame. They came out. They were like, nah, no big deal. Now, keep in mind, these same people have been looking for bones. If you can't spot pieces of bone, if you can't spot a big-ass bottle like this, how are you supposed to spot little pieces of bone? How do you miss that? Not only how do you miss it, but why don't you want to take it with you? Okay? Why wouldn't you want to take that with you? I don't get it, you guys. Look, so apparently they left it on the floor, right? The ground, I mean. They called the police, apparently. There you go, as you can see.
I saw that. I was just there.
Let me rewind it. Hold on.
Yeah, it's a very zen water bottle. Yeah, very zen. Okay. You realize we found a noose too, like
I saw that. I was just there.
So yeah, it's a very zen water bottle. Yeah, very zen. Okay. You realize we found a noose too, like
I saw that. I was just there.
Okay, so we need to get the officer over here, guys. Yeah. Sorry, we have to. I can't believe they just sent one officer over. So yeah, it's a very zen water bottle. Yeah, very zen. Okay. You realize we found a noose too, like
I'm sorry, I'm just hearing that part for the first time. Did I just hear her say we found a noose too? Did I hear that right? Let me rewind that, okay? Let me one more time, okay?
So yeah, it's a very zen water bottle. Yeah, very zen. Okay. You realize we found a noose too, like
I saw that. I was just there.
Okay, so we need to get the officer over here, guys. Yeah. Sorry, we have to. I can't believe they just sent one officer over. So yeah, it's a very zen water bottle. Yeah, very zen.
Okay, where'd that comment go? Did I take it down by accident? Even if they felt the water bottle is of no use to them, they should have still taken it, just in case, and just for public image. Just continuing to make themselves look bad. Exactly, Breezy. Even if they were like, hey, we don't really need this, wouldn't they? You would think they would take it anyways, because let's remember, people, we're supposed to be not knowing how Brain Laundrie really died, right? What if he poisoned himself with the water bottle? What if and I know that's far-fetched, but we don't know, and that's the point. We don't know. So any piece of evidence you figure would become really, really, really imperative, right? But no. You guys can keep the water bottle. We don't need it. Oh, what I want to know what these other items are now. Guys, I'm literally just diving into this kind of right now, right? Literally just found it, ran to the facilities, and then came online, okay? And this is definitely got to be something that's Brian. I mean, look, it's definitely that water bottle, okay? Like, this dude is out here. This dude, Jonathan Lee Riches, the same dude who we all watched do clown shenanigans, is finding things that the authorities cannot find. Yup, that's right. You heard me. Boom, he says, we found Brain Laundrie's water bottle today as his remains by where his remains were located, and yet the Northport police claim it was nothing. We found Brain Laundrie's water bottle today by where his remains were located, and the Northport police claim it was nothing. Nothing. How did they miss that? Okay, we have bones in our possession that were found near Brian's remains, and we'll be taking them to the anthropologist. What? What? Why is he taking them to the anthropologist, first of all? Why? Why is he touching them? Please tell me he did not pick them up and take them to the anthropologist. What planet is this? You guys. What planet is this? How does this happen? How does this happen? Let's see what else he had to say. We let Northport police know about them and other items, meaning the bones. We let the Northport police know about the bones and other items near the remains of Brian, They didn't have an interest in everything kept on the preserve. Kept the preserve open. They kept the preserve open. Okay. They opened up the preserve knowing they hadn't collected everything that they possibly could have. And they found a pair of socks right near where Brian was. We have bones in our possession. Are you kidding me? We will be taking them to the anthropologist to determine if they are human or not. Okay, next tweet. This is an hour ago, the socks thing, okay? Right by where the remains of Brain Laundrie were found, we find a pair of socks. Are you serious? I don't know if the socks or anything. I mean, but you would think they would take anything from that site, right? You would think. Okay, socks. What else? Oh my God. We found bones within feet where the remains of Brain Laundrie were located. Within feet. Authorities had spray painted that area orange. Let's take a look at what he found. Are you serious? Okay, we saw that spray painted area, right? That's where Brian was. Look, another bone. Oh my God. Could it be a piece of an animal? Yeah. But is that a risk that they should be willing to take? Probably not. Even allowing people in after closing the scene kind of takes any evidence found now. Exactly. That's true. Maybe that's why Northport don't want it, right? But how did they miss it to begin with? Another round of questions that we shouldn't have to be asking right now. Another round of questions we should not have to be asking right now, you guys. Let's see what else he said. Oh, more bone pictures from today. Okay, let's see what he has here. Now, okay. All right. There they go, picking up the bones that they missed. Because, that's normal. Okay. So those are those pictures. What else happened today? Happening now. This was 3 hours ago. Potential human remains collected by Northport police located near where the remains of Brian were found. Okay. Found by people like Jonathan Lee Riches. Okay. Could it be human? Could it be gator? Could it be bird? Yup, and yup. But why is it still there? That's the point. Let's see. Northport police officer watching over the fragments found. Okay. It's really strange, you guys. Bone fragments, water bottle, and orange spray paint marking, all within feet within one another. Okay. Oh, a hiker. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm reading this kind of now. A hiker found a discovery where the remains of Brain Laundrie were found and contacted authorities. Authorities are on their way. Okay, now here's the rope hanging from a tree. Somebody in the video said it was a noose, right? Another person in the comments a few minutes ago said it was just a rope hanging from a tree, right? So Jonathan Lee Richards says, a rope hanging from a tree, water bottle, old feces. Well, we are in the woods, but clothing, a cigarette, all found within hundreds of feet where the remains of Brian were found. Now, could they be from a person out there, just being nosy and they wanted to go out there and see where Brian was? Because I'm sure that area has drawn a lot of attention, right? I'm sure plenty of random people have gone out there just to feel a part of it and see where Brian was or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The spray paint, they already said the orange spray paint they had was where Brian was. So we have seen previous pictures of grass with orange spray paint that said, this is where Brian was. But the bones, okay, I'm willing to bet maybe the bones were left there, maybe. But the water bottle, I can't move past the water bottle. That's what I'm mostly bugged out about, right? Because again, we don't know how he died. Did he drink some cyanide? I don't know. Rat poison? I don't know. Feces, he found Baldolino's BS. I think you're right. I don't understand. This is Renee says. I just don't understand what the rush was to open this place up. Not only that, why didn't they go back and look at the areas that had previously been covered by water before opening the park again, right? You think Jonathan planted it? Let's take another look at the water bottle real quick. Now, Jonathan is Jonathan. I'm not too naive to note that, okay? What is that? The man who had his sign stolen by a woman in the front of the laundry's home just filed a police report. There's still drama going on, man. Just leave. Just leave. Stop hanging out in front of the laundry house at this point. It's stupid, you guys. I don't know why. All right, let's take another look at the water bottle. He could have bought one. Yeah, this one looks kind of used up, though. Oh, Fox News took a picture of it, too. Let me see some of the comments on this. I honestly believe that they really did find this water bottle. I do. I mean, it would not surprise me. I am a family member of law enforcement, but I'm starting to believe this is sketchy myself. They probably don't want to deal with this shit anymore. I certainly hope that's not the case. Investigators are supposed to pick up everything. Belongings, bones, bottles. The cup has DNA on it and in what is in it, you know? Weren't they testing DNA on the scene? Do you think they tested it and threw it back? No, I don't think you can test DNA like in an instant. That's a thing that takes some time, you know? Yeah, Breezy, he did say that if the family wanted the water bottle, he would give it to them. I did see that. It is a very unique water bottle. That's why I'm starting to believe, I think it was there, you know? I mean, obviously they're being dramatic. They're like, oh my God, we found a noose, but it's just a freaking rope hanging from a tree. Like, you know, that's how you get people to just zone you out, not listen to anything you say, you know? If they had found the water bottle for real and they stopped throwing in extra details like there was a noose, a pair of socks, bones, then people are like, yeah, okay, dude. But the water bottle thing kind of bugs me out. I really think it is. Can it be purchased anywhere, that water bottle? I don't know, but it looks used. So if they did go purchase it, it would have to have been from like eBay or something, a used site, you would think. And honestly, the amount of effort, time, and energy these people have spent trying to get justice for Gabby, I would like to think that they wouldn't do something stupid like that. You know, I would hope. I would like to have faith in humanity. I try to anyways, right? In my opinion, anyways. And I know, Jonathan Lee Riches is a big clown. I get it. He's a jokester, but this one's a little strange. Yeah, so they alerted the police, didn't find any interest in it. I'll play the video one more time. I just wanted to see what you guys thought of this. Let me go back up here. You can actually hear the cops say, nah, we don't want it. All right, let me mute myself again. I'll play both the videos. Here we go.
Saw that, I was just there.
So yeah, it's a very zen water bottle. Yeah, very zen. Okay. You realize we found a noose too, like
I saw that, I was just there.
Okay, so we need to get the officer over here, guys. Yeah. We have to. I can't believe they just sent one officer over. So yeah, it's a very zen water bottle. Yeah, very zen. Okay. You realize we found a noose too, like
I saw that, I was just there.
Okay, so we.
In the background, I hear a guy say a water bottle, a phone, and something else that nobody knows about. Did he say phone? I don't know. Who knows? Let me play the other video now. Hold on.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate all your help. And like I said, we didn't know if it was something, but we better be safe than sorry.
Absolutely.
I appreciate everything. What? No, we're not. Okay.
Thank you.
They're not taking the water bottle.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate all your help. And like I said, we didn't know if it was something, but we better be safe than sorry.
Absolutely.
I appreciate everything. What? No, we're not. Okay.
Well, you heard it, folks. They're not taking the bottle. So let's say, even if these people planted it for some internet clout or whatever, because I know some people are going to believe that, right? The police don't know that. They don't know that. Why wouldn't they still take it? It matches the pictures of Gabby having it, you know? Of course, the water bottle can be purchased. Of course it can. I'm not saying it can't be purchased. I believe you guys. I definitely know it can. I'm just saying. It looks used. It looks used and dirty and like it's been out there. In my opinion. Could they make it look used and dirty? Yeah, they could. But why didn't the police take it? Is the kind of the point I'm trying to get at. You would think they would still take it because they don't know, right? Show the pic with the 90 in orange. All right, let me see here. Hold on. I don't even know. It's some kind of lettering with the orange or numbers or symbol or whatever. I'm not completely sure what that was exactly. All right, so yeah, maybe it is a 90. It does look like a 90. So there's that picture you wanted me to bring up again. Let's see. And these are the bones that Mr. Richards says he's going to take to the anthropologist. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. You know, I'm sure there's plenty of bones out in the woods. I'm not saying that there's not plenty of bones out there. And I'm sure the people that went looking for bones are probably really good at distinguishing what's human and what's not, right? You would think. I mean, and then the socks could be anybody's. I mean, right? He claims, now keep in mind, this is coming from him. He claims it was right by where Brian was found. Yeah. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like, I wish he took a photo of it from the bottle from the other end. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of wanted to see how used, tattered up it is. But let me see. He has a picture holding it. Hold on. Let me zoom in. Nah. Maybe it doesn't. I mean, the yellow is definitely faded. It looks like it's definitely got some, what's the condensation on the inside? Like it's been sitting there, perhaps mildew, mold, fungus, whatever you want to call it. Film on the inside, film. Seattle, Washington water bottle. It has some geographical location numbers on it. But yeah, very zen. I know the lady's like, very zen. It must be Gabby's if it's very zen. But no, it does match the pictures, you know. Anyways, I would not be, you know, the way things are going, like you say, Shiloh, the way things are going with these people down at Northport Police Department, I would not be surprised if this really was a water bottle Brian brought. Because think about it. All they've told us, right? All they told us is that he had the dry bag, the backpack, and the notebook. I mean, when you go on a hike, when you usually bring water, you know, I know he ended up not making it out alive. Maybe he had no intention to stay hydrated, but I thought that was odd. I'm like, did he leave with just a backpack and a notebook? There had to have been other things, you would think, right? What do you guys think of that? Have you thought about that? Like, was it just a notebook and a backpack? Like, why would you even need a backpack for a notebook? I mean, dry bag, backpack, notebook. I would think he would bring a water bottle. You would think, right? And it makes sense that he has it because he brought the van back and, you know, it was probably in there, etc., etc. Yeah, the stickers would have held up. Stickers hold up pretty good on water bottles. I have one that's, I've had forever that the stickers are still on it, Not if he's going out there to off himself. I mean, you would think, why would you bring water? But then again, if you're trying to convince your parents that you're going for a hike, of course, you're going to want to look like you're going for a hike, right? Who knows? Katie, thank you, Katie. Katie says, I mean, at least it's a better claim than the dog's monster can. I know that monster can thing was stupid. I've never even talked about that because it was just so stupid to me. You know how many monster cans I go through in a freaking month's time? Monster cans are everywhere. Unfortunately, people litter. Okay, they do. Just because you find a monster can of a brand or a type that Brian liked to drink does not mean it was definitely his. That was stupid. I was like, really? As much as I like Dog Bounty Hunter, I was like, come on. This is what annoyed me about this whole case, right? Everybody was Brian. Everything found was his. It's just, I don't know. It got annoying after a while. That's why I cannot understand how everybody would go live every day, like another Brian sighting, another Brian sighting. I know like 10 people that look like Brian, That was a joke, but Dog was kind of a disappointment, yeah. I mean, he tried. He did find out, I'll give him this. He did drive around to different campsite areas, and he himself put out that information about the Laundrie family, where they went camping, things like that. We didn't know that information. I'm sure the FBI probably did, I would think. You would think. Maybe we weren't supposed to know that information, and Dog was excited to have found something, so he just let everybody know, But craziness. So let me see if there's anything new here. If not, I'll probably just sign off because this water bottle thing really kind of made me mad. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, when I heard the police say, no, we don't want it. Okay then. Whatever you say. Yeah, I guess that's the last of it, but I don't know, you guys. Let's see if there's anything else. I doubt it. Just in, photos circling around about a water bottle allegedly belonging to Gabby Petito found at Carlton Reserve, where remains were found are false reports. According to Northport Josh Taylor. Oh, how are they false reports if the police were there? What do you mean? False reports, they have the Northport police on camera. What are you guys talking about over here on Twitter, huh? The bottle seen in the photos circling the internet was found at the reserve by people walking by. It is the same one seen in videos. Yup. Josh Taylor, 6 minutes ago, Josh Taylor. As far as I know, nothing related to this case has been found. Bunch of false reports. However, this is an FBI investigation and they can speak to anything. Okay. Josh Taylor, you do know that people from your department just went out there and, talked about the water bottle. How is it a false report? How? Exactly. People on Twitter are like, how do you figure? And I agree with them. Josh Taylor's a freaking idiot, I'm telling you. Northport Police Department is a joke. Yup, it is. I agree. So now they're denying that this even happened when really we just saw it. I don't know. Whatever. Stupid. This lady says, every time I'm done with this case, a whole new circus scene pops up the next day. Isn't that the truth, right? So he took a waterproof bag to keep his notebook or whatever else dry, and a water bottle apparently belonged to Gammon. I don't think he went there to die. Something else killed him. I'd have to disagree with that. I think if you're trying to convince your parents that you're leaving to go on a regular old hike, that you would take a water bottle, maybe, You can buy the water bottle. Somebody could have planted it. Yup. I think they're implying, hold on, where did that go? I think they're implying the bottle looks like hers, but isn't. Was there anything distinctive about her bottle? I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I can only show you what the pictures are, right? And it is the exact same water bottle. And as far as I'm concerned, it is. Are there any distinctive marks or anything? I don't know. Yep, there's the bottle right there, so you can definitely buy it. Wide mouth opener bottle, 32 ounces. Yeah. Anyways, let's go back to the pictures one more time before we go here. Because that's a great point. Does there any distinctive marks on the bottle itself? Ooh, what's that? Oh, that's old. Okay. Aw. Is that when they went there to tell him his son passed away? That's sad. I do feel bad. I do. I'm starting to feel bad for them in a way. It's just hard for me to make a distinguish feeling out of it. Do I feel bad for them or not? I don't know what they knew, so it's hard for me to say yes, I feel bad. No, I don't, but I still can't get down with the way that they just didn't even answer the phone for the Petitos, you know? All right, so here we go. This is what I'm looking for. I mean, it's hard because this picture is so not great quality and you can't really see any distinguishable features of the bottle to compare, but I think it's interesting nonetheless that the police department didn't at least take it. That's my whole thing. The question is the only reason bones were sent to anthropology. No, sometimes anthropologists can tell you how somebody died, right? Like if there is a distinguishable mark on the skull or in the chest area or whatever, like in very rare cases, from what I understand, I'm no expert, obviously, that sometimes when people send human remains to anthropology, they can distinguish, a cause, a manner of death, rather, Is Molly out there? I don't know if she's still out there. I think she went home, I'm not sure. Because when she read the letter, she was at her house, so I think she went home. What do you guys think of that letter? I'm not going to share it because I don't want to get everybody all in a tizzy about it because I don't think it's real. And, and to be fair, Molly did say she doesn't know how accurate the letter is, if it's real, but anybody could have wrote that letter, Anybody could have. You're welcome, Kimberly. They probably got out there and seen who found the water bottle. Seven, that definitely crossed my mind. I'm not going to lie. They probably got out there, seen who found the bottle, and was like, yeah, no, not this guy. Not this guy again. Not Jonathan Lee Riches. He's probably going to sue us, So there is a letter circulating around YouTube from Molly Golightly that she got sent Brian's quote unquote, suicide letter. It's nothing like interesting. It's like, dear mom and dad, things were tough between me and Gabby. I should have never went back after the whole Moab incident. Please forgive me. I couldn't bear to tell Gabby's family what I did. Until we meet again, B. It really didn't say anything other than what you would expect, and that's why to me it's kind of shady, right? Yeah, I don't know if Jonathan Lee Riches is the one that actually found it or if he just happened to be there and document this whole thing. It could have been somebody else who actually found it. I think he did say hikers found the bones or something. So the cops couldn't leave fast enough. I'm sure they're sick of this dude by now. I definitely. Yeah, she ran with it, put it out there, but she did remind everyone, that this letter, she doesn't know the validity of it being Brian's, and I don't believe it can be Brian's for the simple fact the same day they said they were drying out the notebook. So if the notebook's busy being dried out, then how is this letter, which, by the way, the pen was not smudged or anything. That's why I'm not buying it, Where was the letter found? Well, somebody texted it to her or emailed it to her. How they got it, I'm not completely sure. Kind of strange, right? Jonathan Lee Riches can also now be looking into legal action for them not taking it. I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, because he's been involved in so many lawsuits, I did find a writing from a judge that said that he was like a vexatious litigant, meaning he does this for sport, and kind of was like, you need to stop that. So, God forbid Jonathan Lee Riches ever really does need to sue somebody for an actual valid reason. They're probably going to laugh him out of the courtroom because of his record, It also took MGL forever to read it. Yeah, the handwriting is really, really treacherous. Really treacherous. It's like chicken scratch. Anybody could have done it. I know. That's what I'm saying. He's like the boy who cried wolf. I know, right? Yeah, so it's not wet because I don't think the notebook was wet from being out in the water. This did not look like it had come in contact with any water. I'm no professional here, but I'm not buying it. Yeah. Diagon Ally 87 says, you don't ever know until it happens to you. God forbid we ever find out what it's been like for those families. Not a club anyone would want to be in. And ain't that the truth? That's a fact. Not a club anyone would want to be in. Nope. No. I agree. I urge people, T-Mac says, I urge people to consider you can feel terrible for the Petitos and Schmidt families at the same time. Yep. And at the same time, feel bad for Brian's family. Not all people who kill are sociopaths or psychopaths. But all people who throttle and choke people out are, for sure. Definitely. In my opinion. Yeah, he's a narcissist. The letter would have been about him. I said that when I thought he wouldn't kill himself. I was like, he's a narc. He would never kill himself, I thought he was going to be found alive. So there's a surprise at every corner. Literally every corner. So I don't know anymore. Expect the unexpected, like JB says. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking, like, how'd this whole letter thing go down? Did somebody who works for the FBI or in the laboratory with the notebook go, yo, I'm going to get my camera phone out, take a picture of this letter, and I know just who to send it to. Molly Golightly. Not Fox News or CNN or anything like that. We'll just send it to Molly. That's why I'm like, And I'm not even digging at Molly on that. I'm just saying I don't think that a YouTuber in general would be somebody that they would want to just hand it out to. Even if it was somebody like Duty Ron, Thanks, Christina MX, for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Thanks for joining us. Tao Tran says, I still don't think he killed himself. Yeah, maybe he didn't. I'm very curious to know. Everyone knows you would call Brian Enton first. Ain't that the truth? Brian Enton is a respectable journalist. He has integrity. He was able to keep the whole camera thing under wraps. He has been completely selfless in the amount of time he has spent outside of the laundry house. He's good at what he does. I really like Brian Enton a lot. I do. I think he's a great guy. Yeah, I know that what is the name of that YouTube channel? It's a popular YouTube channel. Last night, they cover Summer Wells a lot. It's usually two women on the channel, and one of them is usually in her truck conducting the interviews or people who were close to the story. What the hell is the crime something? I don't know. They have that cool intro song, A Cruel, Cruel Summer. You guys know what I'm talking about? Cruel, Cruel Summer, that channel. Yo, that song's dope, by the way. What is the name of that channel? Anyways, they had a survivalist on there yesterday, and the dude was like, look, there's no unmasked. Thank you. Dun, 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 dun. Linda is the winner. Thank you for being my thought helper. I need to start giving out awards to people who help me when I lose my when I lose my words. Unmasked, yes. So anyways, they had somebody on yesterday who was a professional like survivalist or whatever, and he was saying that there's just no way that those dogs, right? That those dogs could not have smelled that dead body, even if it was underwater. So I saw another one the other day. Someone who specializes in this stuff said, they asked this person, the professional, they said, how long does somebody have to be underwater? Now, I know Brian was found out of water, but this was an interesting question. They said, how long does somebody have to be underwater before a dog could walk by and smell it? In other words, how long does it take for the scent to permeate the water and hit the air to make a dog smell it, right? And the dude said 3 minutes, okay? So let's think about that. If Brian was underwater, right, all it would have taken was 3 minutes for a dog to walk by and catch that scent. And he was underwater for a long time. If everything that we've learned so far is accurate, why didn't those dogs pick up on that scent? And like, this is the kind of stuff that makes me want to venture into tinfoil hat territory because it doesn't really add up. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be a tinfoil hat person when it comes to a case like this, because this is very serious business. But there are certain aspects to this case that definitely make me put a tinfoil hat on. Do you guys feel that way? Yo, I don't even know how the dogs missed him. The only thing I can come up with when I try to play devil's advocate is this. They didn't think that Brian would be so close to the entrance area. They thought he would be off over yonder somewhere, you know? So maybe they didn't think to recheck the area closest to the parking lot or something. I don't know. But the fact that those dogs didn't smell that, no matter where they were in that reserve, like, really confuses a lot of professionals, you guys. There are people who've been doing this like their whole lives who are like, this doesn't make sense. And that concerned me. It does. I also don't think the parents brought them there. I really don't think the parents brought them there. So what does that leave us with? It makes my brain hurt. It really does. Let's see what you guys are saying here. I'm behind in the chat a little bit, but that's what makes no sense to me. The dog's not getting a hit. Odd and definitely not the norm. At the same time, I'm so not a conspiracy person. Exactly, Breezy. I am a conspiracy person. And I like to believe things like that, but not in cases like this. But it's hard. It's really hard. When you have the world's leading experts in this subject, as far as dog sniffing goes for deceased bodies, they're telling you, look, this is very, 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 very not likely. It makes you scratch your head. Oh, by the way, per your request last night, guys, I did make a Leon emoji. I can't see it right now because I'm on StreamYard, so it's all like symbols and letters to me. But Leon, did you like your emoji? Let me know. Let me know if you're okay with it or if you want it changed, Leon, because you're the boss when it comes to your own emoji there. Katie says, the whole narcs don't kill themselves thing is kind of a dangerous thing to take as a blanket rule for all. They do, in fact, do it, just at a lower rate than those with other psych disorders. Well, thank you for that reminder, Katie. I'm sure you're right. I'm sure there's definitely been some diagnosed narcs out there in the world who actually have killed themselves. It's just probably definitely a lower rate, like you said. Kim says, I think they just didn't go to that area. You mean like at all, Kim? Or do you mean they didn't go back when the water receded? Linda says, I don't believe it's Brian. Yep, a lot of people don't believe it. Oh, cadaver dogs miss all the time. Look at Kaylee Anthony. They had dogs out there and didn't find her for months. They had dogs out there. I can't remember. I remember certain aspects of the Kaylee Anthony thing, but I know that she was underwater and in a bag and things like that. Disgusting. Oh, I just can't believe somebody. Speaking of guys, in my area, about 20 minutes from where I live, okay, a little 5-year-old boy was found today dead in the woods. His parents from New Hampshire apparently killed him, brought him here, threw him in a state park. Okay, I guess they buried him too, and then they took off to New York to the Bronx, and they got arrested over there. But yeah, 20 minutes from where I live, they dropped their little 5-year-old boy off out in the woods. His name was Elijah. Breaks my heart. I don't know how anybody could. I have a 5-year-old. Like how? Why? Poor kid. Horror. He was so cute too. Oh my god, he was so cute. Let me show you little Elijah. So cute. Horrible. I'm actually thinking of like telling his story because it's like so close to home, you know? Where did it go? Hold on. I thought I shared it. Elijah Lewis, that's his name. Let me show you him. He is so cute. Look at him. You guys. Horrible. Heartbreaking. Pink Flamingo says, I sent you a funny TikTok on IG. Look at it when you get a chance. Oh, okay, Pink. Thank you. Appreciate that. I definitely will. Hi, Erin. Yeah, I haven't really checked my Instagram in a little bit, but I do need to catch up on that. I don't have TikTok. I feel like an elderly lady. Like TikTok is for the kids, you know? Leon, welcome to membership, my dear Leon. The parents did it. Yes, that's what they think, Kim. Yeah, Abington. Abington is actually pretty close to where I live. I think it might even be less than south. It's south of Boston, just like me. I'm south of Boston, right? So, yeah, his mom and her boyfriend are being accused of it. Horrible stuff. He's just adorable. I don't know how anybody could ever. He's been missing for a while from New Hampshire. Yep, they got caught up in the Bronx, yeah. Danielle and Joe are not missing with the child. Elijah is missing separately from them. Yeah, this was all over the place for like, I don't know, since the middle of October or something. I think he was found with cadaver dogs, I think. Pretty sure. Let me read it. I know this is like off subject, but it's another body found in a park, you know? Like, come on. Yeah, something pointed them in this direction in Massachusetts. Heavily wooded area, has a water tower. I don't know. 35-year-old mother and a 30-year-old boyfriend. I just don't understand like how anybody could do that to their own child. Like to drive to the next state over and just bury your own kid and take off. How? What is going on in your head and your life and your heart and your soul to make you do that? I can't even wrap my brain around it. You know, show the parents pic. Okay. Where did it go? Oh, I'm sorry. I know you asked me to show the parents' picture. I just read something that made my heart a little fuzzy. It said, police secured the scene and brought in comfort dogs for the officers that were involved in finding the little boy. They brought in comfort dogs? That is so cute. I've never heard of that before. Oh, sorry, I got sidetracked. Sidetrack Sally over here. Look at how beautiful it is in New England right now, you guys. We are so lucky we get to see the foliage like that. And as beautiful as this picture is, it's a very grim picture because this is where the little boy was found. In such a beautiful area. Sorry, guys. I'm looking for the picture. Okay, here it is. Oh, I'm silly. I'm so silly. I had the wrong thing up. Here we go. There she is. That's the mom and or mom's boyfriend or whatever. I know that African lady is definitely in Africa. She's probably, have you ever seen foliage? Not in Africa, but have you ever got to venture out and see it? Kim says, if not for capital punishment usually, but parents who harm their children are deserving of the worst torture and punishment. May he rest in peace. And Kim, I could not agree more. I could not agree more. There's no excuse. There's not even a thing in my brain where I can go, all right, at least a part of me can understand maybe, like, what? But no, nothing. I don't care what happens. You know what I just watched? I follow a channel called Blue Dot Interrogations or something, Investigations, Blue Dot something, I don't know. And they have all they do is post interrogation videos, right? And I like to listen to interrogation videos. So they showed one today of a bunch of young teens from Florida in 2009. You know what they did? They were bullying another kid. They all followed him. They found a bottle of rubbing alcohol and they doused the kid with the rubbing alcohol. And then one of the punks took a lighter to him, so he got lit on fire, right? And he actually had to run into the community pool to put himself out. And you hear the 911 call, and it's just bone chilling because the kid's screaming. Oh my God. And then they take all the young kids who did it in the interrogation, right? And their parents got them lawyers. So they were not supposed to talk, but they did because, the cops manipulated them into talking, which is, what they do anyways. But so get this, right? This was one of the smartest interrogation ideas I've ever seen before my eyes. All the kids started telling like kind of different stories. They wanted to get the truth. So what they did was they put a few of the main suspects in a room together, in an interrogation room together. And then the cops left the room. And you get to hear them bragging to each other, talking about how they ain't snitches, but really they're sitting there spilling all the beans on the entire story, and they're stupid because they're like 13, 14, 15 years old. So that was pretty interesting. They're like, all right, you guys don't want to give us answers? You don't want to tell me directly? You're all dumb enough to just sit here and brag to each other while we leave the room, so thank you. They all got the main people got like 18 years in jail in Florida. This was in Florida too. 18 years in jail for lighting a kid on fire. I've never seen an interrogation like that before, I thought it was interesting to listen to them. These little punks, I'm telling you. What's the channel called? All right, let me tell you the channel because it's a really cool channel. I think you guys will like it. Let me go to my YouTube. Hold on. 1 second. Bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment while I bring it up. Because I definitely, I know you guys will probably love this channel. Okay. Blue Dot Crime and Interrogations. Let me get the link. Oh, my battery's running low. No. Okay, copy. All right, here it is. Here's the link. Guys, I gotta go. My laptop's dying and I gotta do a couple things, but here it is. Oh, thank you for your super chat, Christina. Where did it go? Hold on. Christina says some people should have to take a course to have a child. Girl, tell it. That is the truth. That is the truth. All right, guys. Well, thank you for your super chat, Christina. Thank you, Kim. And thank you for showing up, guys. Hopefully we find out more information about all this stuff, right? But yeah, go check that channel out, right? You guys will like it. Go check these little punks out. If you go to the description, right, it'll give you links to the other interrogation videos. Some of them are members only and some of them are not. So if you're interested in the kid getting doused in freaking rubbing alcohol, you can see the other kids in the links in the description, okay? So I just linked the channel again, you guys. It has interrogations, in case you missed it, Tracy. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for showing up. Bye.